What if everything you believed about who you are was designed to keep you small? What if the most profound truth about your existence has been hidden behind the simplest, most universal human experience? Tonight, when you close your eyes, you think you're just going to sleep, but what I'm about to reveal will shatter that illusion forever. You've been living a lie. Not just any lie, but the foundational deception that keeps you trapped in a reality far smaller than your true nature. Because every night, when darkness falls and your consciousness shifts, you don't just rest. You transcend. You become something magnificent, something unlimited, something they never wanted you to remember. Your dreams aren't random neural firings. They're not meaningless fragments of daily stress. They are direct communications from your highest self, encrypted messages from dimensions beyond the physical, and most importantly, they are proof that you are not who they told you to be. Ancient civilizations understood this truth. The Egyptians built their entire spiritual framework around what happens when consciousness leaves the body. Tibetan monks spent lifetimes mastering the art of aware dreaming. Indigenous shamans considered dream work the highest form of spiritual practice, but this knowledge was systematically buried, hidden, rewritten into harmless bedtime stories. Why? Because once you understand what really happens during sleep, everything changes. You stop fearing death. You stop seeking external validation. You stop being controllable. When you fall asleep tonight, your brain will shift into theta and delta frequencies. These aren't just sleep states, they're portals, gateways between the dense physical reality and the infinite field of pure consciousness. In these moments, your awareness detaches from the limitations of flesh and enters realms where thought becomes form instantly. You've experienced this before. Those dreams that felt more real than waking life. Those moments when you woke up with knowledge you never learned. Those visions that later manifested in your physical world. That wasn't coincidence. That was you, the real you, operating in your natural state of limitless awareness. But they trained you to forget. From childhood, you were programmed to dismiss these experiences as imagination. Just a dream, they said. Nothing more than brain static. This systematic forgetting isn't accidental. It's designed to keep you disconnected from your most powerful ability. Think about how different your life would be if you remembered your dreams with perfect clarity. If you understood the symbolic language your soul uses to communicate. If you could consciously navigate these other dimensions and return with wisdom, healing, and profound insights about your purpose. That person exists. That awakened version of you is accessible right now. Not through years of meditation or expensive courses, but through reclaiming the 8 hours you already spend in altered states of consciousness. Your soul has been trying to reach you every single night. Through recurring symbols, through meetings with guides, through visions of potential futures. But the programming runs so deep that you wake up and immediately let these precious communications slip away like water through your fingers. Tonight can be different. Tonight, you can begin to remember. The first step is understanding that your consciousness is not produced by your brain. Your brain is a receiver, a translator, a filter, but you, the observer behind your thoughts, the awareness witnessing your experiences. You exist independently of physical matter. When your body sleeps, this consciousness is free to explore realms unbound by the laws of physics. In these realms, you can fly without wings, breathe underwater, walk through walls, and communicate without words. Not because these are fantasies, but because you're experiencing reality in its purest form, where intention shapes matter instantly and thought creates landscapes more vivid than anything your physical eyes have ever seen. Ancient texts speak of the silver cord, an energetic tether that connects your physical body to your astral form during sleep. This isn't mythology, it's anatomy. Every out-of-body experience, every lucid dream, every moment of sleep paralysis where you sense a presence in the room, These are glimpses of your consciousness operating beyond the physical vessel. But the industrial sleep complex has weaponized your ignorance. They flood your eyes with blue light. Until the moment you collapse into bed, they fill your water with chemicals that calcify your pineal gland, the very organ responsible for producing the neurochemicals that facilitate transcendent states. They program you to scroll endlessly, keeping your mind trapped in surface-level distractions right up until unconsciousness takes hold. This isn't random. This is systematic suppression of your spiritual awakening. Because when you master the art of conscious dreaming, you don't just gain access to other dimensions. You begin to see through the illusions of this one. The fear-based programming becomes transparent. The limiting beliefs dissolve. The artificial scarcity mindset crumbles because you've touched the infinite source where everything you could ever need already exists. Every night, your higher self attempts to download guidance, healing frequencies, and soul memories into your consciousness. But instead of receiving these gifts with awareness, you let them slip into the unconscious where they can only influence you indirectly through symbols and synchronicities. Imagine what becomes possible when you learn to stay awake inside the dream. When you can consciously dialogue with your guides, explore past life memories, receive visions of your highest potential, and return to waking life with crystal clear remembrance of these transformative experiences. You don't need special abilities. You don't need years of training. You already have everything required. Every human being is born with the capacity for conscious dreaming. It's your birthright. It's been temporarily obscured by societal programming, but it can never be permanently erased. The process begins with intention. Before you sleep tonight, speak directly to your subconscious mind. Tell it clearly that you choose to remember your dreams, that you're ready to receive the messages your soul has been sending, that you give yourself permission to explore beyond the boundaries of physical reality. Keep a journal beside your bed. The moment you wake up, before checking your phone, before getting up, before the rational mind can dismiss what you experienced, write down everything you remember. Don't worry if it seems fragmented or nonsensical. Dreams speak in the language of symbol and metaphor. The meaning will become clear as you develop the skill of interpretation. Pay attention to recurring elements. The same person appearing in multiple dreams might represent an aspect of yourself seeking integration. A repeated location might be showing you an energetic pattern that needs attention. Colors, numbers, animals, all carry specific vibrational messages from your higher self. As you begin this practice, you'll notice your dream recall improving dramatically. What started as vague impressions will become vivid, detailed experiences. You'll start to recognize when you're dreaming, while still inside the dream. This is the gateway to lucid dreaming, where you can consciously direct your experiences in these other realms. But lucid dreaming isn't about entertainment or wish fulfillment. It's about spiritual development. It's about healing trauma stored in your energy field. It's about connecting with guides and teachers who exist beyond physical form. It's about exploring the Akashic records, where all knowledge is stored. It's about preparing your consciousness for the ultimate transition we call death. Because death is simply the final letting go of the physical vehicle. If you've spent years consciously traveling outside your body during sleep, death holds no fear. You know with absolute certainty that consciousness continues. You've experienced it directly, repeatedly, every single night. This is why the ancient mystery schools always began initiation with dream work. Before students could access the deeper teachings, they had to prove they could maintain awareness in non-physical states. They had to demonstrate that their identity was not limited to their physical form. You are being initiated right now, not by an external teacher or institution, but by your own soul. Every dream is a lesson. Every symbol is a key. Every journey beyond the physical is preparation for remembering who you truly are. The beings you sometimes encounter in dreams aren't figments of imagination. They're residents of these other dimensions. Some are aspects of your own multidimensional self. Others are guides and teachers who've taken on the responsibility of assisting souls in their evolution. Still others are fellow travelers, consciousness exploring the infinite realms just as you are. As your practice deepens, you'll begin to receive downloads of information you never learned in waking life. Solutions to problems that have been troubling you. Creative inspirations for projects you're working on. Insights into relationship dynamics that seemed confusing. Your dream experiences will begin informing and elevating your waking life in profound ways. You'll also encounter darker elements in these realms. Shadow aspects of your own psyche that need healing. Dense, energetic patterns that require clearing. These aren't there to frighten you. They're opportunities for integration and growth. By facing these aspects with awareness and compassion, you reclaim the power they've been holding in your unconscious mind. This is deep therapy, happening at the soul level, more profound and lasting than anything possible in traditional therapeutic settings because you're working directly with the energetic templates that create your physical experience. Your family and friends might not understand this transformation at first. As you become more connected to your multidimensional nature, you'll naturally start making different choices. You'll be less interested in surface-level entertainment and more drawn to meaningful experiences. You'll trust your intuition more and rely on external authorities less. You'll speak with a quiet confidence that comes from direct spiritual experience rather than belief or hope. This change in your frequency will either inspire others to question their own assumptions or trigger their resistance. Don't be surprised if some people feel uncomfortable around your newfound clarity. You're no longer operating from the same level of consciousness that most people consider normal. But you'll also attract others who are on a similar path. The universe will orchestrate meetings with people who share your commitment to conscious evolution. These soul connections often begin with a recognition that you've met in dreams before encountering in physical reality. The most profound shift occurs when you realize that this physical dimension is also a dream, a denser, more stable dream than the ones you experience during sleep, but a dream nonetheless. When you truly understand this, you stop being a victim of circumstances and become a conscious co-creator of your reality. The beliefs you hold, the emotions you generate, the thoughts you think repetitively. These are the programming language of this reality dream. By changing your internal state, you literally reshape your external experience. This isn't wishful thinking or positive psychology. It's the fundamental mechanism by which consciousness creates form. Every night, when you sleep, you practice this power of conscious creation in realms where the results are immediate and obvious. As you master that ability, you naturally begin applying it to your waking life with similar results. Synchronicities increase. Opportunities appear with perfect timing. People and resources show up exactly when needed. Your life begins flowing with an ease that seems magical to those still trapped in struggle consciousness. This is your natural state. This is how life is supposed to feel, when you're aligned with your true nature instead of fighting against it. The struggle, the scarcity, the fear, these are symptoms of disconnection from your source. Dreams are the bridge back home. Ancient traditions understood that regular conscious contact with these higher dimensions was essential for mental, emotional, and spiritual health. They built their entire cultures around maintaining this connection. Sacred sites were designed to facilitate transcendent states. Rituals were created to honor the dream realm. Shamans and priests served as intermediaries between dimensions. Modern society has lost this connection, and the results are obvious. Epidemic levels of anxiety, depression, and spiritual emptiness. People feeling lost, purposeless, disconnected from meaning. These aren't psychological disorders. They're symptoms of spiritual starvation, symptoms of a soul cut off from its natural source of guidance and nourishment. But you can reconnect. You can restore this fundamental relationship with your higher self. You can reclaim your birthright As a multi-dimensional being capable of conscious travel between realms, you can remember who you truly are beneath the layers of social conditioning and limiting beliefs. The process isn't always comfortable. As you awaken to your true nature, everything that isn't aligned with that truth will become obvious. Relationships that are based on mutual unconsciousness will either transform or career paths that don't honor your authentic gifts will lose their appeal. Living situations that drain your energy will become intolerable. This isn't loss. This is liberation. You're not losing anything real. You're shedding illusions that were keeping you trapped in a smaller version of yourself. Your dreams will guide this process. They'll show you what needs attention. They'll reveal the next steps on your path. They'll connect you with the wisdom and support you need for each stage of your evolution. But only if you're paying attention. Only if you're treating them as the sacred communications they truly are. Some nights, your dreams will be healing journeys, releasing trauma and pain you've carried for lifetimes. Other nights they'll be teaching experiences, downloading new capacities and understanding. Sometimes they'll be prophetic visions, showing you potential futures and helping you navigate toward your highest destiny. Each type of experience serves your evolution. Each dream is perfectly designed for where you are in your journey. Your higher self knows exactly what you need and when you need it. Your job is simply to show up with openness and trust. As your practice matures, you'll develop the ability to request specific experiences. You can ask to meet with particular guides. You can seek healing for specific issues. You can explore past lives that are influencing your current patterns. You can visit future timelines to understand your potential. You can even use dream time for creative projects, receiving inspiration and guidance for your earthly work. This is practical mysticism. This is spirituality that enhances rather than escapes from physical life. This is the integration of human and divine, matter and spirit, form and consciousness. You came here to experience this integration, not to transcend the physical, but to bring the spiritual into the physical, to anchor higher consciousness in dense matter, to be a bridge between worlds. Your dreams are preparing you for this sacred service. Every person who awakens to their multidimensional nature and learns to navigate consciously between realms becomes a point of light in the collective consciousness. They radiate a frequency that reminds others of their own forgotten capacities. They serve as proof that human beings are far more than they've been taught to believe. This is how transformation spreads, not through preaching or convincing, but through embodiment. When you live from your awakened state, others feel the possibility in your presence. They remember what they've forgotten. They begin their own journey of rediscovering their true nature. Your willingness to reclaim your dreams isn't just personal healing, it's planetary service. Every time you choose consciousness over unconsciousness, awareness over amnesia, remembering over forgetting, you contribute to the awakening of humanity. This is the most important work you can do, not because someone told you to, but because it's why you came here. It's written in the deepest levels of your being. It's what your soul has been calling you toward. Through every synchronicity, every moment of inexplicable knowing, every dream you couldn't quite forget. The time for half measures is over. The time for dismissing your deeper experiences as imagination is past. You know too much now. You've felt too much. You've remembered too much to go back to sleepwalking through your spiritual life. Tonight, when you lay your head on your pillow, you're not just going to sleep. You're embarking on a sacred journey. You're meeting with the wisest, most loving part of yourself. You're receiving guidance that no earthly teacher could provide. You're being initiated into mysteries that transform everything about how you understand yourself and reality. This isn't about believing in something. This is about experiencing something. This is about direct, personal, undeniable contact with the infinite consciousness that you are. Your dreams aren't fiction. They never were. They're glimpses of your true self. operating in its natural state of unlimited awareness. They're reminders of who you were before you agreed to play the role of a limited human being. They're previews of who you're becoming as you remember your divine nature. The greatest secret ever hidden from humanity is that you are already enlightened. You are already connected to infinite wisdom, unconditional love, and unlimited creative power. The only thing standing between you and the full experience of your true nature is the belief that you're separate from it. Your dreams shatter that illusion of separation every single night. They prove beyond doubt that consciousness is not confined to the brain, that identity is not limited to the personality, that you are vast beyond imagination. All you have to do is remember. So, remember. Remember who you are. Remember where you go when your body sleeps. Remember the guidance you receive, the healing you experience, the love you encounter in those sacred realms. Remember that you are not a human being having spiritual experiences, but a spiritual being having a human experience. Remember, and everything changes. Your life becomes a lucid dream. Your choices become conscious creation. Your relationships become soul connections. Your work becomes sacred service. Your very existence becomes a celebration of the infinite, expressing itself through finite form. This is your invitation. This is your initiation. This is your homecoming. Welcome to the truth of who you are. Welcome to the rediscovery of your multidimensional nature. Welcome to the conscious journey that begins every time you close your eyes and ends only when you remember that awakening was always your destination. Your dreams are calling you home. Will you answer?